Hey, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? This is Scott Lindstrom, and you're on My Freedom Fridays, hanging with the Dream Team. And I got to tell you, tonight is just a freaking awesome night to be on tonight because we've actually got somebody that's a really cool person in the house tonight. And, I just want to go ahead and set this up so that for everybody that's out there that doesn't know who we are, what we are is we are a team that's within the largest online internet community out there called My Lead System Pro, and we are the Dream Team. So what we are is a group of entrepreneurs that are focused on helping you build your businesses, whether it's online or offline. And so we come together every week to go ahead and strategize and share with you the latest and greatest of what's going on and what's working out there in internet land so that you can go ahead and build your business successfully. So that's basically it for a nutshell. If you'd like to go ahead and take the $10 test drive, which I highly recommend you do because you'll be a part of this community as well as get unlimited support by us, by one of our team members, just find the link somewhere around this video and click on it. Now, if you happen to be watching this live on YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to it. And there's probably a link to go ahead and also link on over to the podcast as well. So with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our actual presenter tonight. This guy, I got to tell you, he's somebody that I've been secretly stalking for a while because I got to tell you, he is a true internet rock star. He's one half of the dynamic duo with his wife, Lanacia, and they actually are from Las Vegas, hailing all the way from the magical city. It's the city that never sleeps. So, I got to tell you, they're doing video. They've been internet marketers. They've been around the block. They're super awesome at what they do. They're helping a ton of people. And, I just had the opportunity to go ahead and reach out to this gentleman a couple days ago to see if he was available. And he agreed to go ahead and come on and just share a little bit about his story. He's going to share a couple of nuggets. And, I just want to say, hey, what's going on tonight, Steve? What's you doing?
Well, I mean, we've been pretty busy here lately, working really hard. We've got family in town, and they're visiting at the moment, and so we've been pretty busy here the last couple months, and right now we're just really getting ready for the Live the Dream, getting prepared for that. That's going to be incredible when that pops off. So we're just excited for that. I think I'm getting some background noise.
Hey, what's up, Miguel?
Yeah. Hey, Miguel, what's up, buddy?
So good. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. I got a shaky connection here.
Oh, you on a cruise? Or in a hotel room?
Live from the hotel room, it looks like.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, like I was saying, I mean, I think the main thing is, again, we've been really busy. It's been a really good year, and just really just excited about what's been happening over the last several years for me and my wife. I think we all started just like everybody else. Been in the industry since me personally got involved 1998. Fresh, brand new. Didn't know nothing from nothing. How to do what? Didn't know anything, but I was very coachable. I was the recruit that you wanted to recruit because I was just gonna do exactly what you told me to do. I was just very gullible because I would just when I saw the zeros and everything on the whiteboard that day, it just kind of blew me away. I'm like, why didn't nobody tell me about this stuff? I could have been doing this stuff years ago. But long story short, did a lot of different companies, made a little money here and there, nothing major, no full-time money, $50 here, $100 there, just enough to know that it's real, in terms of working from home. But never really did anything major. No major income, no life-changing income. We might have a week where, hey, we can go out to the movies and go out to eat this weekend. It was just enough to know that working from home was real, that you could actually make money from home. got a little frustrated over the years, still trying to get to that pinnacle that you see a lot of people around in the industry making $10,000 a month or $100,000 a year or more. Wanted to get to that point, felt like we really could do that, but never really could put the pieces together. It just, I don't know, it just never happened for us during that time. And I got a little frustrated. And being a corporate trainer, one day, it just hit me one day. I'm like, maybe I'll, because I think we've all been down that road where we're always looking for that right company, that's gonna that's gonna take us to the promised land or whatever you say, but we just never found it, and I just got tired of looking for these different, what's hot today type of opportunities, and so I started searching around for, how do people make money online? How do they generate leads? How do they, get this massive following? And I kept coming across this thing called My Lead System Pro, and from different people that I was finding, that I was landing on through my search, and became a member after seeing that information. Told my wife about it. She got excited. We both got excited. We got started, and didn't do anything really in terms of applying anything that I was learning for about almost a year, about 9 months. And because we weren't promoting anything. So we were just in My Lead System Pro, just learning and seeing how things are working. And then one day found something that we wanted to promote. I said, hey, let's try it. Let's do it different than what we did prior. All those other years, we would always do certain things. I said, let's not do those things that we did before. Let's apply what these guys and gals have been teaching us over the past 9 months, and let's just see what happens. I mean, what do we got to lose? We don't have anything to lose. So we started applying those attraction marketing principles, and a lot of it was around video marketing. And 90 days later, from the time we started applying what we were learning, I quit my job. A few weeks later, Lenacia quit her job because things just kind of exploded. It wasn't instant. It took about a good month for really that momentum to start, but it was from those videos, those first initial videos that really started. And I tell people all the time, it was only 3 videos that got me off my job. Just 3 videos that I made, that I promoted like crazy though, and it created a lot of engagement, and people just responded to that content. And so when I quit my job, I had 3 marketing videos. They were just testimonials. They weren't, one was kind of like a testimonial, the other one was like a testimonial, and then I show people how we made money in that company. It was more of an educational type of thing. I was understanding from MLSP, it was all about bringing value to people. So I didn't want to just pitch you, hey, join my business. I wanted to show you what it was doing for me, and then how it could work and how it worked. And then the other one was, I think it was my 45 days. It was like a review. I've been in this program for 45 days. Let me show you what's been happening. And that's pretty much how that was. And so I took those 3 videos and I just put them all over the internet. Facebook groups. I was using a lot of different tools that would spread those videos around, and it just created a lot of engagement. Of course, Facebook didn't have where you can upload video back then, so there was mostly through YouTube video. So when I was promoting all these YouTube video links, those videos started ranking on YouTube because people were watching, because I was promoting the video. So I was pushing the videos on Facebook groups here, there, and Craigslist, all kinds of places, right? And people were clicking on it, so it was creating clicks or views. And so YouTube noticed and started ranking those videos on like the first, second page, then eventually got to the first page. And so then I started getting organic traffic, just free organic traffic. This is before we started doing any kind of paid advertising at all. It was just all through just sheer hustle and grind. That's really all it was. And when I quit my job, I got scared, so I said, hey, I need to make more videos. Because I think I finally figured it out. I was like, the more videos I made, seemed like the more attraction, the more attention I was getting. So I started creating more and more content. And next thing you know, big things started really to happen. It was almost amazing, And I remember the first $10,000 month. I remember that, March 2013. Or we've made that kind of income, in a month's time. But it's been interesting. It's been a journey. It wasn't easy. It was a lot of hard work, and it was definitely where sometimes you need to slow down to speed up. And I think that's what we did during that time when we first got into MLSP. Now, we weren't promoting anything. We didn't have an MLM or anything when we first joined. I was just hungry for the knowledge, and I wanted to know because I was a little frustrated of joining different things and not making any big money. So I was kind of, I guess, becoming more wise and not getting so succumbed by the shiny ball syndrome. All the shiny objects out there. So I knew that if I can get the right skills and put those skills in place, that we'll be able to do whatever we want to do in any business. Most people join a business and they have their fingers crossed, like, I hope I make money. And we changed that because now if we join something, we know we're going to make money. It just don't matter, if we're going to promote it or not. So it's a little bit about my story of how we got started. And of course, video was a big part of that. Without this right here and one of my cameras right here, not this one specifically, but it was some camera that I had back then. That was an old camera that I used for vacations and stuff like that. And I started using it for video marketing. And those type of devices, man, changed our lives. I mean, literally. If it wasn't for us, if it wasn't for video marketing, I'd probably be at work right now. And that's real. And so if you're not doing video, I think you're missing a huge opportunity to really set yourself up for massive success in 2016 and beyond. You got to start making videos. Your first video is going to suck big time. so I'm just going to just let you know that, because a lot of people always worry, well, I've never done it before, and this, that, and the other thing. Well, guess what? My first video, man, wow. Not a good video, but it didn't matter, because I always tell people, to everybody else, you look like who you look like to everybody else. We're our worst critic when it comes to branding ourselves and taking pictures of ourselves and taking video of ourselves. We just got to get over that. There is no, I still haven't found that easy button yet. I'm still looking. But one of these days I'm going to find it. It's like one of these Pokemon things, right? One of these days I'll find it. But there is no easy button. You got to put the work in.
Right. I guess say, you do video, obviously, and you're really good at it. What are some really good tips that you can go ahead and give to all those struggling internet marketers out there that may be thinking about video?
Tip number one, I think, is really important, is if you've made the decision first to start doing videos, which you need to, don't worry about trying to get the right equipment right now. Just because I know a lot of times we see people that make videos, some people see my videos and like, wow, man, what kind of camera are you using? Man, I got to get one of those big cameras or that has the big lens. And guys, I'm telling you, you can scale up to that later, because that takes creativity and skill as well to use that type of equipment. The best camera out there on the market right now is this thing right here. The best camera. I mean, and I'm not being funny. I'm being realistic, guys. The best camera that you can use to start doing video marketing is your phone. Your phone, your tablet. If you have like a camera, a video camera, some people have a camera or a camcorder or something like that, that's great. You can use that. But if I'm new, am I gonna stress myself out trying to go to Best Buy and spend $600, $700, $800 on a camera? No, not right now. If you have that in your budget to do that, great. Knock yourself out. But if you're like, hey, I just need to make some money, I need to get some things going, I would say just use what you already have. That's tip number one, because I get that a lot. So many people never get started because they're worrying about trying to buy some $1,000 camera that they see.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
I just want to throw another tip in there. If you're ever in a pinch, your phone is an amazing hotspot for Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time when I shop.
Yeah, I was like, I'm here, I'm hanging out in Florida this weekend for my company event, and it's, I tried to get on the Wi-Fi and it was shaking up. You guys were frozen. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I get? I got to get on this webinar, and there you go, phone, Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Easy enough.
I learned that a few years back, Miguel. Yeah, I use it all the time because it is kind of weird in hotels a lot of times. But yeah, that's a great tip. So we'll add that. That's another tip.
If you're in a pinch, use the Wi-Fi.
Use the Wi-Fi on your phone. If you don't have a smartphone, get a smartphone. So I will say that if you have a flip phone, guys, come on now. It's 2016. Get you a real Android, iPhone, something, right? So you can really do what you need to do in business. So that's tip number one. Of course, just use the best camera you already have is the one that you got. Tip number two, I would definitely document your journey. Some people are very afraid to make video because they maybe haven't gotten any results yet. Because that's a really big question I get over the years is that, well, see, I can't make videos right now because I haven't made any money. I just got in yesterday or just got in last month, but I haven't signed anybody up. I'm like, what you fail to realize is not really about the result. It's about people connecting with you. So you've got to start somewhere. Just document your journey. Talk about why you joined your business. That's always an interesting video. Why people join a specific business, or why you do whatever it is that you do. Share that information. Share your stories. If you made your first sale and got paid, document it. Make a video about it. Make a video about, hey, your first month. Do a review video about the company. Do a review video about the product or service. People love to hear people's opinions. Oh my God, we are nosy as humans. So so definitely take advantage of that, that feature that we all have, and give people your opinion about a lot of different things in regards to your business or product, service, or whatever it is that you're promoting. It definitely does make a difference, and what it does is it helps to create. I like to call it like when you have a lot of videos online, it's almost like digitizing yourself and putting it on the internet. It's really what it's like, because when people watch a lot of the different content that we've made over the years, and I just find out that we finally get a chance to speak, they're like, man, dude, I feel like I already know you. I mean, you sound the same way it is you do on the videos. I mean, it's like, I feel like I already know you, the way you're, the way we're conversating and everything. So it really does lower that resistance that a lot of people instinctively have when they think they're trying to be sold. So, just start there, guys. Just document your journey. It doesn't matter if you made a dime yet. It doesn't matter. You know what's a really cool story is making a video like when you first join something or you first start something and saying, hey, I just got started, blah, blah, blah. I'm so excited about what's going to be happening. And then you make another video when you have a result. And now you got a video when you started, a video when you first started getting your results, and other videos to follow. It just tells a really good story, guys. So don't miss that opportunity to do that, because I do it all the time. When we join a business or start some new project, I always make a video first, because I know that's the only way that I'm going to be able to connect with people. So definitely do that. And then 3, be consistent. Be consistent and promote your content. A lot of times I think some people, they will make videos, but they never promote the content. They just think people will just, through osmosis, will just come to their video. You got to promote it. Now, once you get to a point to where you've got a lot of subscribers and you got your channel, your YouTube channel has some type of juice, yeah, you put up a video, you're just going to start instantly getting views. But in the beginning, if you got like 0 subscribers and no juice on your channel, promote that content. Put it on Facebook. Keep promoting it over and over and over again in different channels and different, social media platforms. I know Facebook is really big popular, and that's what I use probably most of the time. Snapchat some as well, Instagram some, but mostly Facebook. Promote that content and just be consistent with your content. That's what's going to make the difference. One video is not going to cut it. It took me 3 videos to have a major breakthrough. But I will say those three individual videos that I made when we first got started, guys, I promoted those videos. I didn't even promote the company link. I promoted the YouTube links. Because in my video, I'm going to tell you where to go in the video. So I didn't need to promote the company link and to take you to some generic company, whatever. And I got a rule. My number one, at least one of my number one rules, I guess you can say. I got many of them. But the one that I talk about the most is I don't want anybody to see my company, my product, service, any information about whatever it is I'm promoting until you see me first. Then I'll send you to some third-party website or some system that we created or something or whatever. But before, now, if I am promoting a system or something like that, if I have the opportunity to put my video on it, then I'll promote that. But if I can't put myself on that content, I gotta promote myself first so I can win you over, because I already know what most people are gonna do. They're gonna do research before they join anything. And so if I can make that impression with you first, because I know you're still going to do research even if you see my video, but if you go on YouTube or what other people, you'll probably still remember me first. And that's really what I do. And that's what I train a lot of other people to do. And that's why I think video is so important, because it's all about connection. It's all about relationships. It's all about, getting that person to say, hey, he's got a blue shirt on. I've got a blue shirt on. I'm going to connect with him. Or he lives in Vegas, I live in Vegas, or I want to go to Vegas, or whatever. It's when you're sharing those little pieces, people will connect with you unconsciously, and that's what we try to do.
Steven, I got a quick question for you.
Okay.
When you're brand new and approaching those videos like from the get-go, what is the correct posture? Like, how would you carry yourself going into like maybe your first or second video that you're gonna shoot, and you're pretty excited? Where do you position yourself in the video as far as your voice? Like, are you just kind of naturally yourself, or do you become like an authority? Like, how do you kind of position? Like, if you're brand new, if like day one, this is my first video, like how would I posture myself in a way?
Well, I think your movements is going to be important. You don't want to be like this. Hey, how you doing? My name is Steven. But I would say just be yourself. I always say don't really, because you don't want to go into the newscaster voice. You want to be real. And for those that don't know, I mean, you know what I mean. Hi, my name is Steven Rachel, and I represent a company that's been around. You don't want to do that. You just want to be yourself. You just want to be yourself. Just be yourself. I mean, you want to be you. People can kind of feel when you're trying to be somebody that you're not, and so that's what we've always tried to do. And this is what I just kind of learned. I know when I first started doing videos, it was so funny. The first video I made, I really hated it, and I was going to delete it. And the only reason I didn't delete it was because I was going to redo another one, and we were late getting ready to go pick up my son and then go get something to eat from his friend's house, and my wife was like, hey, well, we got to go because they're getting ready to leave. I said, well, I'll do it later. By the time we got back home, it was late. I'm like, well, I'm not going to redo it again. Screw it. I'm just going to upload it. So so that's, you just got to just be yourself, and I was trying to make it perfect, and I think the imperfection of the video, I think, was more valuable because it made people see, hey, he's just like me. So in terms of your posture, Miguel, I would just say just be yourself. I think hand gestures is always kind of good to kind of bring people into your, whatever it is that you're saying. And it's going to be uncomfortable initially. For those that are watching, if you've never done it, it's going to be uncomfortable. But the best way to do it is imagine when you're looking at the camera that you're actually speaking to a friend or a couple people. How would you talk if you were talking to a buddy of yours explaining that information? That's really how you want to position it, and that's really all that I did. And I know when it's so funny when I am doing like training videos and I'm recording them, and at the end, I'm like, man, that was pretty good. But it's like I get in a zone that I'm actually doing a presentation in front of a crowd of people, because I know, because it's video, a lot of people will see it. And so it just kind of puts me in that state of mind. And you'll get your your groove, I guess you can call it, if you make your first video, your second video, you're gonna learn something that you did or didn't do in your first one. And then when you make your third video, you're gonna learn something that you didn't do in the second one and the first one, right? Whether it's editing, whether it's uploading, whether it's how you presented yourself, whatever. The more consistent videos that you create, the better you're gonna get. And that's the only way that you're going to become great at it. That's the only way. A lot of people wait to get great and they never get started because they never start, because you can't become great starting. You got to start to become great, and that's what I would say. Just be consistent with it.
Awesome. I love that answer. I'm so very guilty of that, especially when I started first doing videos. They were very inauthentic, and like, you know, I'm actually curious, at what point did you start storytelling and sharing more personal information about yourself, or did you always just stick to the content from the get-go and just was focused on the content only, like at first?
I think it was around 2013, no, 14. I just started seeing a lot of things on like reality television and stuff like that, and it just hit me one day. You know what? Maybe I started just doing like some like everyday type videos. That's me working on my computer, talking to Lanacia about different things, and I just started just filming certain things. And you know what? Those are the guys. I'm telling you, those are the easiest videos to make. It's just when you take your camera or your phone or whatever. Just hit record and just let it record. Put it on a tripod, or if you got somebody, or if you got like a little selfie stick or something, you just put it on there, and you know, and go in there and cook something. Do whatever it is that you do, and then you can always come back. You know, like we were out at the mall yesterday with my daughters, and it was getting some things, and I had my camera, and I'm just recording them. You know, as we were going through the shopping, you know, I'm talking at the camera, certain things, and then I'll come back later, and then I'll kind of take little bits and pieces of that experience. Even though it's not really business related, there's some things I can say in those clips that I can make it business related. Like, my daughter's got me out here shopping again. Man, they just know me as an entrepreneur. You know, stuff like that, and then I just kind of put like little drop little things like that, and then I'll chop it up. Haven't done it yet, but I've got all the footage on the camera here. But and then I'll chop it up, put some music behind it, and voila. And then what it does is it really puts people into your world, and really, when you look behind the curtain, what am I doing, and what do you see other people? Why do they do that? Is because it lowers people's resistance of that individual. So when they like that individual and they're marketing something or sharing something, people like buying from people who they like. I don't buy anything from nobody that I don't like. So if I don't like it, I'm probably not going to buy from you. So I'm just really trying to make content, you know, to get people to get to know me more, and also to make content where I'm not always trying to pitch you as well. And also trying to make content where I'm not always trying to train you as well. Does that make sense? Where you don't want to make where every video you have is a training video. Every video you have is a pitch video. I like to mix them up a little bit. I've got some pitch videos where I'm pitching you. You know, I'm winding up and I'm, you know, about to pitch you. I've got some of those, and I've got some training videos, and I've got some, you know, some videos where I'm just living life, you know, just lifestyle videos, and I try to mix it up so I can be a little bit more real, and I've got some things I've been running around in my head where I might even just make it even more personal in terms of just follow me on a daily. I know a lot of you guys probably follow Gary Vee, right? Gary Vee. Well, his Daily V show is just making me want to maybe kind of do some of the same things where he's just really showing people his hustle. I do it in bits and pieces here and there, but I kind of want to take it to the next stage. So it's just some things I've been just been thinking about doing. just to give people an opportunity to see what it is that we do specifically. You know, like if I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out, I need to do a training about something. Well, how am I going to create that? Well, I'm thinking about recording that whole process, you know, and putting it out there, you know, so people see these things materialize, and I think it would even make people connect with you even more. You know, just some things I've been thinking about. Not saying that if you're new, I mean, you don't have to do that now, but if you're comfortable with letting people into your world, it'll definitely help you overall.
I would want to see what you were up to, Steven. I would want to see that computer screen you were typing into for sure. If I saw a video like that, I'd be like, what's he writing in there? What is he doing in there? I want to see what he's doing. I would definitely be curious.
Yeah, I'm working on that, trying to figure out the logistics of it, how to be able to do it. So I'm going to need some help. One of my boys probably can help me with it, and I've got a tripod and some other things that I can do. So it'll be interesting. So I'm still kind of working that out. I think that'd be kind of cool if we set something up like that.
Hey, Steve, I know that you have to have a DMO. Every marketer's got one. And, you know, your DMO is probably on a different level because of the amount of stature you have as far as, you know, making money and the fact that you're, you know, well known. What's your DMO? What do you do on a daily basis when you wake up? Because, I mean, in the end of the day, it's all about getting leads and sales and helping people, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. I actually have. A lot of times I'm like all over the place, if you know what I mean. I think a lot of us are at times. And
Right.
I've got a, because I follow it, I got my little cheat sheet here that I use every day. For notes and different things because my mind is always running. But this is a to-do list that I kind of follow on, and maybe some people can do the same thing as well. So you can, if you want to write this down, you definitely can for those that are watching. Typically in the morning, of course, I get up like we all do. We look at our phone, right? You know. And I'm on the West Coast. I'm not for sure where you guys are at. Where you at, Scott?
California.
Okay, so we're in the same time zone. So you know, like when it's, you know, by the time we're up, people on the East Coast, they've been up for a while. It's like noon or something like that, or close late in the morning. So typically I check my phone to see what's going on, check my emails and everything. Maybe try to grab something to eat really fast, and then when I get on Facebook, I try to wish a lot of people happy birthdays. You know, you see your little notifications on the side. Excuse me. You know, I try to create engagement. One thing I found when a lot of people try to do a lot of stuff on Facebook, and they're saying, "Well, I'm not getting any likes, I'm not getting any engagement." The interesting thing is that they're not engaging with anybody else either. And and that's the reason why nobody's engaging with them. So so I try to do that. I'll reach out. I'll, you know, write a happy birthday to a lot of people that if it's their birthday today. If I have, I'll do that. It takes, you know, a couple minutes if that. If I'll check see if I need to do an email blast to our list about whatever. I'll do that. Then I just spend some time and just do some Facebook engagement. You know, I do some in MLSP group, our group. We have our own group. Do some other some groups that we're a part of. You know, just, you know, commenting, liking, sharing, just different you know, different content out there. Just showing Facebook and also other people that I'm engaging with them as well, and it does work, guys. It really does. Amazing. It's amazing how when you're engaging with a lot of other people, they tend to do the exact same thing with you. And so I do a lot of that. I try to do a Facebook status update about something. I don't do it every day like I used to because we got so many other things going on. I think if you're new and you're trying to build that reputation, I think you really need to post something every day. I know the experts say, what do they say, like 3 to 5 posts a day or something like that. I know if you're brand new, you're not going to do that. I already know. I stopped fighting that battle. Most people are not going to do that. If you are, great. You get a gold star. But at least I think we can all do one. At least one. So I would definitely, recommend that, something motivational or whatever. I'll check my Instagram, check my Snapchat. I kind of just go down my Facebook feed and just kind of see what other people are doing, and like and comment and so on and so forth. And then if I have, I'll check my Facebook ads. I've got some ads running as well. And then eventually, I've got here near the bottom, I do a Facebook Live. Try to do a Facebook Live sometimes, and I have a Facebook Live show that I do every now and then called Home Base Hustle. I'll try to do that if I have time for that day. Reality video. Those are those videos where I just take the camera and I just record. Like we bought a whole bunch of books a few months ago, Gary Vee's book, and about a whole bunch of them. And so a lot of our mastery members with MLSP, we sent them all the book. And so new members that come in, and also our existing mastery members, we also sent them a book. And so I recorded it. I recorded the whole process of us creating the labels and all that, putting them in the packaging, going to the mailbox and mailing them off. It's just a reality video. What did it have to do with anything? Really nothing. But it creates curiosity, like, why are they getting a Gary Vee book? I want a Gary Vee book. What is he talking about? His mastery members. I want to become a mastery member. So it just creates curiosity. So that's why I do those things. But that's pretty much kind of like, kind of a little bit in that order, a little bit, if you guys can see that. But that's, one of the lists that I follow, pretty much on a day-to-day basis. It kind of keeps me in line. And if you create a daily method of operation, something like this, it's going to change from day to day. It's not going to be always the same, because sometimes we have events to go to, sometimes it's just other things, sometimes there's just life, right? Kind of get in the way. But if you kind of have something that you can kind of follow on a day-to-day basis, it'll definitely help you get to the next step. It's all about consistency, guys.
Absolutely. So Samantha is just in the broadcast. I just want to...
Sorry. Hi, Stephen.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to ask something that's already been asked. So I guess, and I apologize, and you don't have to answer it if this question has already been asked. But I'm curious as to when someone's brand new, and they want to do video marketing, but maybe they're a little shy, or maybe they're not, they're not used to. Would you have them still go through, I guess, like, the guidelines of, this is what to say at the beginning, your intro, and then this is what to say in the middle, and then this is what to say in the end? Like, is that, I don't know, is that required when you're first starting the video?
I think it's a good starting point, because a lot of times a lot of people don't know what to say. I think if you're doing your video, and if it's your first video, it's typically usually a good introduction video to the internet world of who you really are. So giving them who you are, where you live, asking a question, hey, if you've been looking for a way to really make some extra money from home, I know I was, and let me show you what I just found out. That always creates engagement, and I think what you want to do is just be yourself. Don't be somebody that you're not. I think that's the biggest. And I understand, a lot of times we're nervous, and it's not going to be perfect. I hated my first video. Everybody's going to hate their first video. I hated my first video, but what's interesting is that it has like 60,000 views on it now. But it was a 3-minute video where I kicked the camera, and the camera was shaking and everything and all that kind of stuff, and it was just a plain background. It wasn't anything special. It was nothing glamorous at all.
video still.
What's that?
You can find this video still somewhere online, right? You didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, I have to should give you guys a link or whatever. But it was, but what it was authentic. That was the key. It wasn't fancy graphics and music and presentation, and I was all perfect and everything. It was nothing like that. But I was myself. I wasn't trying to be anybody else. I had something I needed to share. I shared it the way I would share anything, and then I ended the video. I gave them a strong call to action. Hey, if you want to learn more about how you can do what I'm doing, just give me a call or click on the link below. You should see a link right below this video. Just click on that, and you'll see for yourself what I'm talking about. So, hey, guys, peace out. And it was just that. It was basically just like that. But, I just kind of shared. I think in that video, it was I had been in that program for, I guess, about a couple weeks or something like that, and I got my first commission check from some people that I knew that signed up, and so I was just kind of documenting that, it was a real program, and I just kind of shared that testimony, and for some people, for some reason, a lot of people just related to it, and the feedback that I've gotten from that particular video was that I wasn't sharing something like, oh, he made $10,000 or he made $5,000 in a day in 2 minutes or something like. It was, I made a couple $100 in 2 weeks. Whoop-de-doo. But I just showed people that I was real. I wasn't trying to be all fancy and all flashy and glamorous. I was just saying, hey, this is pretty cool. I like it. If you want to know more about it, hit me up. And a lot of people related to it. And I'm pretty sure some people it didn't relate to them. But I always tell people is that right now on the internet, someone is searching around content of some business that you're a part of, and they're looking for you specifically in their mind unconsciously. But if you don't have content out there for them to find you specifically, they'll find somebody else that meets that criteria. And we all join people for different reasons. And I know I do, and I think we all do. We try to find some people who we feel that we can relate to if we're searching. And if you don't have that content out there available, they'll never find you. I know I'm used to it now, but I almost blew a gasket when someone called me off the internet that first time. What? You're calling me? You sure you got the right number, brother? But it was that was funny. I remember that. I was at work. I used to be at that time I was a store manager at T-Mobile, and I remember it was inventory day. So we would come in early in the morning to do inventory that month, at that time of the month. And I got a call like 7 in the morning. But it was like 7, 8, 10 in the morning in New York. Or something, 9 or 10, something like that. And guy had called me from a video. And that first video that I made, and this was like a month after I made that video. But I had been promoting it and doing different things on Facebook, and I just organically, somebody that I did not know, who I was not connected to on Facebook, that didn't know who I was, called me from that video, and that was the very first call that I made. First call that I had gotten from somebody that just saw my video organically on the internet. And from that call, then I got another one like a couple of days later, and then it was so interesting how I actually witnessed that whole process scaling up from one call to another call like a couple of days later to another call, and then to multiple calls a day, and to the time when I quit my job, it was too many calls coming in. And be careful with your call to action. My call to action on my first video was to call me. And
that's awesome.
Now here's a crazy thing about that. Let me share this really quick. In that first video, I did not explain anything about the business opportunity. I literally think I said something like, if you want to know more about the opportunity, call me, right? So guess what everybody was doing? They were calling me, so I would spend 45 minutes to an hour explaining the whole daggone presentation, on the phone, which was cool. It was fun in the beginning. Now I'm getting all these calls, and after a while, I was like, man, I got another call. Now that's an hour, So we started making some changes in our sales funnel process and different call to actions and everything. But that goes to show you it works. So whatever your call to action is at the end, just make sure that's the right one that you want people to do. And now I typically, my call to actions usually go to the website, whatever the website is. I try not to tell people to call me specifically because I want them to go through the information first. And then if they like what they see, then we'll have a conversation. Then I don't have to explain anything. If we talk on the phone, now all I'm doing is just answering their questions. And it just makes it easier. It'll take an hour-long call into maybe, 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes.
Awesome. Well, to wrap this up and put a bow on it, I want to go ahead and you got to tell people, how can they get in touch with you, Steve? How can they connect with you? What's the best way?
Best way, multiple ways. Connect with me on Facebook. You can look me up on Facebook, facebook.com/join Steve and Rachel. I think is what it is. That'll connect you to my Facebook page, and send me a friend request. It's probably the best way that's where typically I get I connect with a lot of people, mostly on social media. So if you're also watching it on YouTube, just search my name in YouTube for Steve and Rachel. You can get connected to my YouTube channel.
Awesome. Thoughts, Sam, Miguel? Comments, concerns? Going once, going twice. All right. Well, hey, Steven, I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing what you got with video and taking the time out. It's really, really nice of you to do this, and I appreciate you, man.
Oh, anytime I can help. I love doing this. I love video. This is what this is. So anytime, Scott.
All right. So hang out right after we get off, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Cool.
So with that, folks, I just want to go ahead and reiterate, there is a button somewhere on here, below, next to, side, somewhere around here. Click on it, take the $10 test drive. You will not be sorry, I guarantee it. And if you are, guess what? We'll give you your $10 back if it's that much of a loss. Either way, you're going to get to work with a great team, and you're in part of a great community, and you get to be, working with people like Steve here. So with that, thank you again, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
See you guys.